Hello, everybody, and welcome to Two Geeks and One Noob, where we gather friends of similar interests and maybe not so similar and discuss, joke, learn more about, and generally have fun with geek culture. Today, we're talking about all the nerdy crap we collect. So yeah, just all the stuff that we've gathered over our years of geekness, and yeah. So what do you guys have in your houses that you just are so proud of?
I mean, the art in my apartment is exclusively art I've bought at Comic-Con or displays of nerdy things. So it's like it is a full-on nerdy art decoration across the whole apartment.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
I've seen some of those. Those are pretty
Pretty sick.
stinking awesome.
Yo. I think for me, it's
Especially like the stuff from like Comic-Con, because that's like of established characters, but it's a person's like original take on it.
Oh yeah,
And like, sure, you're gonna get some goofy looking stuff, but you're also gonna find some really talented artists that way.
yeah, definitely. David, we'll actually really start with you because you said you have a little less than all of us, so might be quicker to go with you.
Or maybe I'm just better at sweeping it under the rug. So,
Or you're just not as geeky as we are.
that too, maybe. Who knows? No. Like I am a huge proponent of physical media. So I've got physical copies of many of the anime that I grew up watching, that I love, that are important to me. TV series that I like, because I mean, with streaming services, sure you may have them now, but you never know when that contract is going to go up.
Yep.
So yeah. So physical media is a big thing. Books, lots and lots of books. Like think one of the iconic lines whenever Neo realizes he's the one. Books. Lots of books. That's me. Yeah, that and a couple Lego sets.
Which Lego sets do you have?
So I've got BB-8, one of the few redeemable parts of the sequel trilogy. Got the Mandalorian helmet. So Din Djarin. Sorry, should definitely be a bit more specific on that one. The Tumbler. I really like the Harry Potter sets that are like
the tumbler from.
Oh, sorry. Yes, the Christian Bale tumbler from Batman.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, not like a glass tumbler. Like, yes.
It's funny because I have a
Batman tumbler that's
tumbler.
a glass, not a
right on my desk.
Little figurine of yeah. So the Christopher Nolan Batmobile. There
you go.
But I have a fondness for the little vignette style sets for the Harry Potter series that are like they're fold out sections of the books. So got a fondness for those. Yeah. That and also a lot of beer glasses. So yeah, there were a couple, little over a year where pretty much every Wednesday I'd be down at one of the local pubs where they've got what they would generally refer to as a brewer's night or a tap takeover, where a specific craft brewer would come in and they would have it's like, hey, for an extra $2 we'll donate to charity, plus you get to keep the glass.
Oh, nice.
So got quite a few very nerdy looking glasses because like, yeah, sure, why not? I like the beer. Yeah.
Any like particular ones that you are like, those are really cool? Like,
so there's one. It's from Stone Brewery. If you're familiar with the brewery, you can probably already guess which one it is, especially considering we are a family-friendly podcast, and I'm not going to say the name of the beer here. But many family has jokingly referred. Many family members have jokingly referred to the name of this beer as my namesake. But we know who my dad is, so anyway. But there's another one that was. It was on May 4th, and the brewer that was coming in was a local brewer, and they didn't pay much attention at the time to their can design. So they just told the pubs, like, hey, we'll give y'all the money ahead of time. Y'all go out and make whatever y'all want on these glasses.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just a picture of Han Solo aiming his gun.
Oh, nice.
So that one's definitely staying. So those two for sure.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Gotta love a good Star Wars cup.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What about you, Caleb? What are some that stick out to you?
Like I said, I've got a lot of the art stuff, either the disc plates or the art from Comic-Con, and like the Comic-Con art I really like to collect, and I've gotten into the disc plate collecting as well. I've got just a stupid number of pop figures. It's just ridiculous. I've got a couple Lego sets myself. All of mine are Star Wars related, and then the big one is the lightsaber that I got from Disney. Got to go and build that one myself, and I've collected all but one of the different Kyber crystals for it. So that one is going to be a tough one to find, but I've only got the one I still need. And like David, I too like to collect the physical media. So I've got a pretty significant anime collection. I've got several of the sitcoms and other TV shows that I really enjoy on physical copy as well. I've got some comic books, some manga. Like I've collected a lot. And it's like if you could count the tattoos as memorabilia, there'd be even more there.
That's good.
Well, you never know how long those are going to be with you, right?
Time will tell.
No subscription fees for that.
Nope, one and done for life.
Nice.
Oh man, that's cool. Yeah, for me, I've got, like you guys said, some Legos. Definitely, I think that's kind of my big claim to fame right now. Is
what, you Legos?
No. Later on, I'll probably have to do a picture of the office that we record in, because it's Legos galore.
Yep.
It's not like you had a birthday party building Legos as an adult.
Yeah, I should say that these are all very recently acquired Legos.
As are mine.
Yeah. So like half of mine are Star Wars, and then the other half are Harry Potter, and I do have one from Guardians of the Galaxy. It's the Milano, which is really cool.
Nice.
And again, like you guys said, a lot of the physical media, the superhero movies, and some of the TV shows, yes, like Flash and Smallville and stuff like that. So,
yep.
But I do also have some other cool stuff, like my Marvel blankets that are all microfiber and all that kind of stuff. I actually have the Iron Man Hulk one as
oh, come on, man! Give it the respect it deserves. That's the Hulkbuster.
Yes, it is the Hulkbuster versus Hulk. But I have it up as kind of a acoustic thing up in the office right now. Made the frame myself. I was pretty proud of myself.
Good job.
But yeah, I mean, I've got a bunch of other stuff that's really fun. So what would you guys consider like your prized possession of, like, what's the one thing out of your stuff that's like, that is the one thing I look to whenever I think of my nerdy stuff?
I don't know if I can narrow it down to one, because there isn't a place in my apartment where I can't see something. As like my desk, I have pop figures spread across it, and then Legos off to the side, and other pop figures off to the side, and the art is literally every room but the bathroom in my apartment, as both of you have seen. But I would say probably the lightsaber would be the big one, just because that was the most exciting experience on getting them.
Yeah.
Just like, because everything else is just like pop down to the store, grab it, go home, you're done.
Right.
But actually getting to go through that experience of building the lightsaber and the excitement of like sending friends money on Cash App and be like, oh, if they have this crystal, bring it home for me. Yeah, and just the experience, and like actually being there and building the lightsaber and getting to walk around with it. And also like when we got home from Disney, being able to just like go into a dark room and just turn it on and just watching my nephew's eyes light up and with all the excitement. Like, definitely the lightsaber for me.
Yeah.
So, out of curiosity, when you lit it up in front of your nephew, which kyber crystal, and did you refer to him as a youngling?
Oh no! Oh no!
No, I did not go that route. As funny as that would have been, and my brother-in-law probably would have burst out laughing.
Your sister probably not.
She would have too, because she knows my humor and she knows that I wouldn't actually do anything to the little guy. He's the best. But no, it was the purple lightsaber crystal, because that was the one that I did the build with, and I wanted to show him that one specifically since that's my favorite crystal. So
Nice.
Jinx.
I already put you one. We're good.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely have to agree with you there, Caleb. That's definitely my prized possession here is my lightsaber that I got to build at Disney myself, because it's just one of those, like you said, it's that experience of going in and all the atmosphere that they put into it, and like the going through the steps of building it and the storyline behind it and everything like that. And then just that first light up is just like, oh, that's so stinking cool. You actually feel like you're
legitimate experience behind it. Like you said, like the storytelling, even the lighting effects on the roof, like just like going through the individual lightsaber crystal colors and like the lighting on the roof changing as they're talking about it, and then hearing Yoda's voice pop up, and like it's just such a cool, unique experience that like I would strongly recommend anybody that likes Star Wars and has even slight interest in getting their own lightsaber really needs to do it. I fully intend to do it again. I will probably do it 3 more times to get all 4 builds. Honestly.
Oh, nice.
I definitely think we should all go together. I think that would be a real fun experience.
I would actually go. I would.
Oh, that's a surprise. I was about to say something very snarky about convincing you to go.
Dude, it's Star Wars. I mean, no matter my grievances towards Disney, George Lucas did something cool.
Yeah. Well, and I will say that
certain individuals have done recently to try to change that. Ha! You lost. Filoni won.
Yeah. Well, I say that, like, not even just the experience of the lightsaber build, but the Star Wars park itself is so cool with the way that they have the sound effects. They have this sound where it sounds like a ship is flying overhead really fast, and it actually travels from speaker to speaker to speaker, actually making it where it has the Doppler effect through the speakers because of the way that it was recorded. And so it's like it's like such a really cool setup. Just the whole park is like, you can tell they're like, okay, we spent $1 billion on this franchise. We are doing this park correctly.
Nice.
And before we make this whole episode about
Star Wars again,
Galaxy's Edge, David, so, your prized possession out of your nerdy crap.
I would say one of the things that I'm most thrilled with. I actually have all 4 Uncharted soundtracks on vinyl.
And that is cool.
Yes.
I remember when you sent me the picture of that when we were going to see the movie, and it was like, oh, that's so cool.
Yes. So, I mean, the vinyl resurgence, say what you will. Yes, call me a hipster if you want. That's fine, whatever. But there's something to the process of setting up a vinyl that's just relaxing. I like the concept of having to just sit down and focus on one thing for however long.
Yeah.
So if it's sitting down, reading a chapter or 2 of a book, sitting down and listening to a record.
The good old days.
Yeah. Just something to focus, to have that. Like, honestly, most of the vinyls I have are metal or some form of game soundtrack. Mm-hmm. So, like, these are things that are designed intentionally to get you motivated, your blood pumping. It's just having that process of you lift the lid, you make sure your your speakers are plugged in.
Yeah.
You put it down, you drop the needle gently right on the first groove, and you hit go. Just something about that process, just it calms me down. It mellows me out. It's like, okay, I can sit back. I don't care that I'm listening to Skull Hacker from the Doom 2016 soundtrack. It just I'm calm.
Yeah.
Which, frankly, that example specifically might have to go see something about that. But,
well, it's like it's something that you enjoy and are passionate about, and so being able to just sit down and do that thing brings that excitement to you. And so it's like I definitely get that because it's the same thing for me when every time I sit down to like build a Lego set, just the excitement and like that like kind of being able to just turn your brain off and follow simple instructions and not worry about anything else for a little bit.
Yep.
I'm right there with you.
And actually, there is one other thing that I will say is probably, now that I think about it, it probably tops even those albums. I have a copy of Full Metal Jacket, the movie, signed by R. Lee Ermey.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So the guy who played Gunny Hartman signed
Nice.
it. Was an awesome guy. God rest him.
You know, like you bringing that up actually made me think of something, and I might have to slightly tweak my answer. I actually have a autograph from my favorite wrestler growing up.
Oh, dude, that's sweet.
And that is probably the one thing that whenever I don't look at that one often because I keep it in like this like laminate package thing in my closet just to keep it in good shape. But like anytime I do look at it and see it, I just remember the excitement I felt when I got bumped into him at a Best Buy of all places. And the fact that he was like super friendly and was like actually talking to me, and I was just like, I'm so sorry to bother you. And he's like holding controllers, console controllers for his kids. He's like, my kids can wait for this crap. What's up, man? Just like just that excitement of getting to like meet him and actually talk to him, even though it was just a brief conversation. But yeah, that like definitely a special moment for me.
That's really cool.
Dope.
It's one of those things that I envy you guys about is like you've had those moments of like, or at least Caleb, I don't know about you, David, but just like meeting someone like that and just being like awe-inspired, you know?
Yeah.
It's like the closest I've gotten to that is going to Galaxy's Edge and watching like Chewbacca walk by, you know? like that's pretty close to it, but like I even tried to give him a Wookiee call and he didn't respond at all. I was pretty disappointed about that.
Yeah, he was
how's your
there
translation?
like,
You
dude.
probably insulted him, man.
Or maybe that's what it was.
Kashyyyk is a
He's
weird
sitting there
language,
like,
man.
He's like, we're in Florida, Swamp Town Central. No, I'm not making noises. I want to get out of the sun.
It's true. It's a good point. So, out of all those things, and I think I probably know the answer, but what was the most expensive thing out of all that that you've ever bought?
Ooh, that would be the headset.
The headset?
Yes.
Oh,
VR
for
headset.
VR, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
If we're
On the bright side, it
adding
doesn't require a social media subscription, so or account.
if we're adding like console purchases, then that's a pretty easy pick. But
yeah.
if we're just talking specifically memorabilia, like individual item would definitely be the lightsaber.
Yeah.
Collectively, pop figures without a doubt.
Yeah.
I don't even want to know how much I've spent on those because, that's how many I have. But I know collectively that is easily the most expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Collectively, it would be the retro game collection, namely the PS2 era.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
and unfortunately, I lost my copy of Oni, which I am really chaffed about that one. Is that was a special one.
Yeah.
That was a special game.
Yeah, for me, it's definitely the lightsaber. I think a close second to it is either the Lego AT-AT Walker or the Lego Guardians of the Galaxy ship. So I think they were pretty darn close. But
Lego, it's surprising how expensive Lego is. Like, I love Legos, and they're so much fun to build, and I will anytime a new Star Wars Lego set comes out that catches my eye, I'm gonna buy it. Let's just be real. And anytime a new Lego video game comes out, I'm gonna buy it. But man, like my wallet feels it after I buy a Lego set.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
I was very heartbroken and heartwarmed by all the the Lego sets I got for my birthday, because it was like, I mean, just to give a little insight to the listeners, you kind of touched on it a little bit, but for my birthday, my wife threw me a Lego party, and we had like at least 15 sets all together that we all built.
Sounds about right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Something like that. And it was
those
like,
are just
whoa.
Those are just the ones that were staying here.
Yeah.
Because Caleb, you brought some.
No, because
I brought
two
some.
of them. Like you and I both had a Lego set that we took home with us.
I had like 2.
You had your.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. You did have 2. I had the Boba Fett Slave 1.
Yep.
That I took home with me, and then everything else that I messed around with stayed there.
Yeah, because I think David, you had your
the Tumblr. I had
Tumblr and the Harry Potter books.
I can't remember who was the levitation. It's either the levitation and charms class, or it was the potions class.
I don't think it's potions, because I think you've been looking at that one.
You're right, because that was one of the ones that was released this year.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's proving the point.
One of the nerd memorabilia items that I forgot about was a replica of the sword from the movie The 300.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
I have that one hanging up on the wall. And I actually do have a legitimate replica of the Keyblade from Kingdom Hearts as well. I forgot about both of those.
You would.
I better
Here's the funny thing. I actually didn't buy the Keyblade. A friend of mine moved back in late 2020, and she texted me. She was like, "Look, I do not have room in this house for this crap. I know how much you love Kingdom Hearts. Do you want it?" And I just cut her off. I was like, "It's mine. Yes, this is mine now."
That's really cool.
That's pretty sweet.
So you just reminded me actually of one that I have as well. It's actually the was it Anduril from Lord of the Rings, the Aragorn's sword. The shards of oh man. Shards of
our buddy who's going to be coming on here soon enough. He's going to be peeved with us for not knowing this one.
Yeah.
No, he's going to take the opportunity just to school us on that and be like, "You messed up. I forgive you. Now sit down, my summer child. We're having this discussion."
Yeah, and for our listeners, this guy has a teaching heart. Yeah. So I mean, this isn't you poor morons.
Narsil.
Narsil, thank you. Yes. Yeah,
I didn't look it up. I didn't look it up. Just so you know, I remembered it.
It is him saying Gandalf. "You poor morons," but it's in a loving way.
Right. Yes, it is very true. But yeah, I couldn't go the episode without saying that, because it's funny, because it could be considered the shards of Narsil because the handle's broken.
But the blade's intact.
The blade's intact just fine, yeah. It's just the handle.
Yeah, and that one's got some more value to you than just the fact that it's nerddom.
Yes, it was actually given to me by my father-in-law, so I didn't buy it either. But so yeah, it's definitely a special thing in my heart. So,
yep.
But yeah, so I mean, some smaller things that I have. I have all my like superhero pins and stuff like that, and one of the other things my wife bought me is a Superman piggy bank, but it's actually a pig in a Superman costume.
That's great.
So yeah, it's pretty fun. uh, but yeah, it's good stuff.
I
Good
think the
stuff.
little things like that are fun. Like when you have like just a goofy piggy bank. Like for Christmas this past year, a friend of mine for Secret Santa got me a it's kind of like the Yeti tumbler cups, but not that brand. But got me one of those tumbler cups with Grogu painted
Oh,
on it, and
nice.
Very
it's like
nice.
such a cool design, and like it's so crisp and clean. And it's like I don't want to drink from it because I like it so much. I'm like, no, can't get dirty.
Yeah.
But
Did you guys ever get like the movie theater cups that are like the 44-ounce?
yes, I
Nope.
actually have a number of those. I've got one from Captain America. I've got one from Iron Man 3, despite not liking the movie. Um, I got one from the one of the Wolverine movies. I've got a the Power Rangers one. I've got a few of those. Yeah, I love those. Like if
Nice.
I see them in the theater when I go, I get it. Just
Yeah.
because it's like it's just a fun, cool item I get to take home, and like love or hate the movie is still like, all right, this was a fun experience.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we used to have some from like Star Wars and stuff, but they got used so much
Now
that
they're just cups.
yeah, now they're just cups and or thrown away. Because all the stuff on the outside just the condensation just melted it right off. But I was so disappointed because when we went to go see Doctor Strange, they were advertising the cups there and they didn't have
Mhm.
them, and I was like, oh, I
Yeah, I
wanted those
was.
ones so much.
Yeah, I really liked the design of that one, and I was wanting to
Yeah.
get one too. So I felt the same disappointment. I actually also have two different wrestling cups from shows that I've been to,
Oh, nice.
at like the AT&T Center or something like that. Um, it's like they're like have all of the same people on them for the most part, but one is from like one show and the other's from a different show.
Mm.
So I'm like, all right, it's all the same people, but they're different shows.
Yeah,
I'm
different
getting it.
designs.
No, no, same
No.
design, just changed the logo for the show, and it's like one is black on the inside, the other's white on the inside, but it's
That's
like the
great.
exact same layout of the wrestlers.
That's great.
Yeah. Yeah, there's another one. Okay, that's actually a good question. I'll just pose it to y'all first. Which of these things have the most sentimental value to you because of the experience of getting it? We kind of hit on it a little bit, but I mean, I'm kind of curious.
So, I mean, for me, it's definitely like there was the lightsaber that it was the whole experience,
Right.
but then also like the Legos, that was such a like all the Legos that I got for my birthday were just like it was that big momentous occasion of everybody coming over, and it was a whole event of people just coming and building. And I mean, we were just sitting around a table building Legos, and all of them were just like, oh man, this is just the coolest nostalgic thing for me, and all my best people are here. So
Yeah.
like obviously I've added more best people after this point, but but like yeah, that was definitely for me sentimental reasons for all my Legos right now. It's just like, yes, perfect.
Yep. Caleb, what about you, man?
Mm. I don't know if I have one specific thing, kind of like what Dan was saying. Like the lightsaber and the experience with that was just so much fun. And having my brother in law there with me and like him recording and taking the pictures, and just like there's one picture of me during the build when I turned around and just looked at him, and despite wearing a mask, you could just see the sheer joy on my face through the mask. That picture just cracks me up every time I see it. Um, the
You mean look at this photograph every
the
time you see it, it makes you laugh?
I
go
want my
away
nickel
now.
back for that comment.
I'll go away for that one.
the all of the anime I have on Blu-ray are they have some sort of nostalgic feel to them at the very least, just because I remember like how much I enjoyed those shows. And like I don't buy every anime I watch on Blu-ray, so if I'm gonna actually drop 40-50 bucks on an anime season Blu-ray, then like it was either a show that was really special to me or just one that I had a lot of fun with. And so that one's a big one. The Comic-Con art is another one that really stands out for me, just because I remember the different Comic-Con events I got to go to and find those, and just interacting with the other nerds and the just the different people that you meet at Comic-Con events and the different booths and everything. So I'd say like those three would be the big ones for me for sure.
Yeah, Jim.
And you, David?
For me, it's kind of a weird one, but like as awesome as having Army's autograph is, there's more to that as well. But anyway, one of them, it's actually a shirt. It doesn't fit me anymore because I've sat down at far too many tables since then. But so I don't know if y'all remember, there used to be the live orchestra playing the soundtracks from the Legend of Zelda series.
Mm-hmm.
They came through town. A buddy of mine had kind of an inside scoop with it because he had performed at one of the events with them, and he's like, "Hey, so I'm not performing on this one, but my contact is the guy who runs the merch booth, and he always gets volunteer labor. Do you want your name down? And it's free access to the show, and he will pay you as well." I was like, "Heck yeah! I get paid to go sit down at this thing that I've been wanting to go to, and the prices at the time were outrageous to me.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, I'm gonna go."
Wow.
And so my buddy, his brothers, and I are all there working the merch booth, but we're all sitting there watching this orchestra go on. And it's just that flood of memories for all of us. Like, oh my gosh, I don't remember that scene from this game, but it really has these parallels between that one, and just all of us are nerding out about it entirely. I mean, the cosplayers that were there, some of them were kind of pushing the bounds of what was fitting, I guess you could say, because I mean, you had folks cosplaying stuff that's from other Nintendo properties, not just Zelda. And it's like,
right.
Okay. But I mean,
that's kind of like the people that when talking about Star Wars are like, yeah, I love Star Trek. It's like, okay, you know what you're doing. I appreciate the troll, but you also know what you're doing.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I would say that's honestly one of the ones for me where it's got the Triforce sigil, where it's not just the Triforce but also the Hyrulean shield up front, and then it's got the tour dates and whatnot on the back.
That's really cool.
So I think I'm gonna have that one
those live concert events are awesome. I actually got to go to the same one, the Legend of Zelda thing, but I went to one up in Austin instead of here, and man, that was just such a fun experience. Just being able to sit there and listen to the music and like have the nostalgia in person like that, like it's just a fun special experience.
Yeah.
Nice. So another question for you guys: what is something that you are wanting to get? Like, what is like something that you're looking at on Amazon or something,
Zillow
or Zillow?
Yeah, a house. So I actually have a place to put all this stuff.
Yes.
Fair.
I'll allow it.
Right. But like something that you just nerd out about and are like, yeah, I want to get that, and like, yeah.
For me, I would say Gimli's axe from Lord of the Rings. Like, I love dwarves. I love axes. Gimli is one of my favorite characters because, like, let's face it, in real life, video games, whatever, I'm definitely a dwarf tank type character. And so, like, it's very much just something I would love to get and want to have at some point. It's just finding one that I can afford. Different story, but that is absolutely on the list of things that I would love to get at some point.
Nice.
Yeah,
I could definitely see that.
For me, it would be oh shoot, I'm trying to remember the classification of it. It's the long range blaster from Star Wars.
Oh, the Mandalorians? Or I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Din
Djarin's. It's the same one that Din Djarin carries as well, but I mean, it's been that style has been throughout the series.
Right.
And it's
that disintegration rifle.
Thank you. Yes.
That would be cool. And I've seen it like online before.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, usually if I'm playing a game, I'm usually the long range support or Overwatch, where it's like, okay, I'm all right. I'm the sniper. We're good.
Yeah. I'm the same. I'm honestly the same way.
Yeah.
Like I like sniper, and I'm actually that way with laser tag as well.
Yeah.
I'm usually hiding in the shadows and trying to pick people off.
Yep.
But
Well, I would also love to get my hands on a replica of Jedi Knight Revan's lightsaber, because you guys know how much I love that character. And it's like I pull it up on Amazon from time to time, and they're still sitting at $430. So
yep,
hasn't changed. But like one of these days, like if I either get lucky and somehow win the lottery that I don't play, that is what I'm scooping up for sure.
That would be real lucky.
Yeah. That'd just be intervention from the good Lord above, right there.
I think one that would be fun, and this is probably one I could end up making anyway, but try to get like a sheet of steel or oh shoot, like a sheet of stainless. Get like a sheet of stainless steel. Paint the Serenity logo on it.
Oh,
from Firefly, weather it, make it look like it's got some battle damage, seal it, and make that just its own piece of art.
Yeah, I could see
that.
That
would be really cool.
Yep.
I could see you making it your bed headboard
maybe
or something.
Maybe not that extreme.
I'm just saying, I could see you do
it. No.
Yeah, for me, I mean, I've got so many things that I really want, but like, I think the main one, and it kind of goes hand in hand with something else, but like, the main thing I really want is a Captain America shield, like metal 1:1 ratio, like full on Captain America shield, and it. I really want to get a Captain America suit as well. But I want to lose weight first, so I can actually wear it.
Yeah, I feel that one. I feel that one for sure.
But I mean, like any of the weapons from Marvel, like Thor's hammer or Stormbreaker, those would be cool. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of stuff from the Marvel movies that I really like, but Captain America shield is definitely top tier for me.
That tracks.
Yep. Or the blades from Chronicles of Riddick.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
Yeah,
they're completely impractical, but they're awesome.
I mean, so are the blades from Attack on Titan, but I would love to get those too.
You mean the giant X-Acto knives?
Well, with handles and triggers and a brake bar like a motorcycle. Yep, that's the one.
Those would be pretty cool though.
And then obviously going along the same lines as Caleb's with the axe, as like Legolas's
spear,
knives and stuff. They're technically daggers.
What was I thinking? Sorry.
Yeah, so he's got one sword and then two daggers.
Yeah.
So
or his longbow.
Or the long. Oh yeah, the longbow, definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are definitely on the top tier for me.
Help.
Well, I think that'll wrap it up for the evening, guys. We appreciate you listening. If you at home have any fun memorabilia that you've collected over the years or gotten recently, go ahead and let us know down in the comments. We'd love to hear from you guys. But until next time, stay safe.